live. Nice. All right, let's just get everything up. This right channel. Where is it? There we go. Stupid fucking stupid thumbnail. But yeah, let's wait a little second. I just thought I'd do a quick stream. Camera looks nice in this actually. First time using my new phone. Thought I'd do a little stream just on my phone before I go out for the evening. I was gonna stream a bit longer, maybe play some games, but then like I think Animal Crossing has the New Year event, but just gonna do a little one quick. Apologise for the chat, maybe you can hear in the background. But yeah, I hope everyone's okay. I think it's New Year for some people already in like Australia and parts of Asia. So hope everyone's had a good New Year. Sorry, I'm just fucking looking at some of my tweets and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of been like, it's been a really good year for me personally, but like just generally, it's been really, really fucking crap for the world, obviously. No, Dylan, you can't call in, sorry. I just don't do that on stream anyway, but even worse than normal, I'm actually just on my phone. Happy New Year, Eve, thanks Popo. Happy birthday to hers. Hey Jazzy Terezi. Hey Cameron, thanks for saying Happy New Year. Hey James. Are you OP? Thanks so much for the nice words. Yeah, don't worry. It's just a quick little live stream. Not gonna be talking for ages and ages like normal. Not gonna be doing 3 hours. Oh, okay, Dylan. Maybe that is a bit confusing. Let me see if I can change it. I called it phone stream to make sure people know it's more casual, is why I called it this. One sec. MIE live stream, then just brackets, quick phone stream. There we go. Less confusing. All right, that's gone. All right, back to the chat. Thanks, Leo. Thanks for saying congrats on the 60K. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Water Spirit. Hope you have a good New Year as well. Hey, what's up, gamers? Good morning. Zixon, morning. Oh, yeah, I guess even... I normally don't stream so early. So even on the East Coast, it's only 10 a.m., I think. And then in LA, what's that, like 8? Is it 8 a.m.? No, it's like 6, is it? I love Blade Runner 2049. Yeah, Wyvern. Also, do you like The Witcher or you just like Wyverns? Because obviously The Witcher has a bunch of Wyverns in it. But yeah, Blade Runner is one of my favourite films. Chayin Smith. Congrats to 6K. I just found your channel, but I love your videos. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it. Obviously, like a lot of new people in the last couple weeks. I think I've got like 10K new subs in the last month and like 20K in the last 2 and a bit months. So obviously like a lot of people. Sorry, I'm just reading some more comments. Dylan, thanks for the deep dive on Chris Pratt. Some friends were sucking. You helped me debunk that shit. Yeah, people were well mad about that Chris Pratt stuff. He just doesn't seem like a good guy. Like, that's the main thing. I don't know why people simp for him so hard. It's almost 9 a.m. in LA. Okay, more chocolate oranges. Well, the chocolate oranges... Where are we going with this? There they are. We might get one more before I move. But who knows? Hey, Chestburster. Like the name in a can. Hi there. Hey. Just watch your recap video, the Geeks and Gamers and Zack Snyder's bit. Yeah, that recap video was just a bit of fun, to be honest. But like, that was like my favorite part of the year. It's just so hilarious. It was okay. It was one thing him calling them out on stream, that was funny. But it's another thing that that they were hyping him up so bad as like he was one of them, like Zack Snyder is for the fans and stuff like that. And it's just like it comes on their own live stream and starts dunking on them. Man, so good. Cheyenne. Okay, sorry about that, Cheyenne. Multiple. Yeah, I have like 4 Blade Runner 2049 posters. I just took them and I went to the cinema to see it. So I didn't mind. The copium is hilarious. Yeah, James is so funny. Limo Jones, you feel often lost as a capitalism critic today. It's hard to talk about even in universities these days. People pretend there's an alternative. Limbo, how old are you? Are you a university student? I mean, I've been anti-capitalist for like, I don't know, really hardcore anti-capitalist for like 3 years at least. Probably longer though. And I was at university when I was, so I felt okay. Other people I knew felt alright with it as well. So I don't know. I mean, obviously, you're touching on a point like it's hard to imagine, or like we're brainwashed to think there is no alternative system. Like this is just like human nature, and it's like the default state of humanity. My hair is so poofy. That's why I hate shaving my head. I don't know if people can relate. When you shave your head, you have a stage before it grows back to like regular length from the shaved length. It just gets really, really annoyingly poofy. But yeah, so we see it as like the default state of humanity. So people have a hard time imagining something different. But even like, do you have to get like everyone to be really in the trenches anti-capitalist to get them on board with a lot of the things we want and everything? I don't know. Would you ever consider going vegan? Yeah, the thing is, I agree with I agree with a lot of the vegan arguments. My main problem with a lot of vegans, like someone was messaging me saying like, oh, I appreciate your vegan arguments, but like you're like complicit in like genocide and blah, blah, blah. And it's like really inflammatory shit they were slinging at me for eating meat. I think the problem with people not going vegan is accessibility and quality of alternatives. So I said if I was like the Prime Minister of the UK, I would say like get off meat by like 2040 or something like that. That'd be my goal. And what I would do is subsidize companies, incentivize companies to create a lot of vegan alternatives for meat products and like animal products, because of course I agree with the effects on climate change. Also, where do most viruses come from? Where do most pandemics start? It's from humans eating meat. It's an animal virus translating to humans. That's what happened with HIV, because it was a chimp virus that jumped to humans because of people eating bush meat, of course. And then the same thing happened with multiple coronaviruses, including the one right now. So, with all that stuff, we shouldn't be eating meat anymore. But I think it's kind of hard sometimes, like you guys who are vegan, like when you switch to being vegan, sometimes it can cause you a lot of health problems, like in the short term, because you're not getting enough like nutrients, vitamins and stuff like that. So you've got to be really careful when you switch around. So I'm thinking like if I was in charge of the world, I'd be like, yeah, we should stop eating meat, but we need to incentivize companies, because we live in a capitalist system. We need to incentivize these companies to actually make the products, because we all know capitalism is a death cult, in that they will just keep making meat and keep making, using fossil fuels for as long as possible. And then you've got to have some government intervention in there, either like outlaw certain things while incentivizing companies to make these things. But that's why democracy doesn't work within capitalism, because the interests of corporations and the capitalist class trumps everyone else. So if we really cared about climate change, if we really cared about like viruses and pandemics and stuff, we should be aiming to get off meat. Not going to be easy, especially a lot of countries that are like going through industrialization right now and have more rural societies. Like we can't basically go to poorer countries in Africa and Asia and be like, well, you've got to go vegan as well, when they just don't have the capacity to do that. But we should be with the biggest meat eaters and the people who eat most of the world's meat, which is the West, especially the meat from places like the Amazon rainforest. We should be incentivizing people and companies to make, non-animal products. Obviously, never going to happen, but that is what I would do. Limbo, how old are you? 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24 What's my ideology? Leftist, anti-capitalist, probably more communist leaning. I don't really put a label on my ideology so much just because of my views on humanity are quite cynical. And I think a lot of leftist ideology, like, it's not that I don't accept that humans are naturally cooperative, it's that I feel like people are so brainwashed by capitalism that it's going to be really hard to deprogram enough people for this socialist world. So I feel like, not that socialism doesn't work in theory, I feel like on the global scale there's just too much humans being brainwashed for generations that it's really hard to unpack that and deprogram that. What is the map next to the Blade Runner? It's the Witcher 3 map. Um, um, okay. Democracy doesn't work during capitalism. Fuck, you just click the puzzle piece in the puzzle piece. Yeah, because like, how does democracy work in capitalism? Like, you give China and like Vietnam and one party states a load of shit, but like, how does it work? Like, America's not a democracy. How is that democracy at all? It's literally just ruled by the capitalist caste and corporations. You have Nancy Pelosi doing insider trading. She's like the leader of the so-called like left party. All that stuff is like, you know, a joke, really. It's the same in the UK. We've been ruled by the same people in the UK for like the last like 1,000 years, and it's not changing. All these people go to the same schools, and now the options you have is hardcore capitalist, pro-Zionist, neocons, or you've got a bit of a lesser version of that. The same in the US. What kind of fucking choice is that? Is that mold? No, it's basically people don't remember, but basically I have a weight plate, right? And I used to do this exercise where I'd like hold it over my head. But my ceiling is very small, so a lot of times I would actually bash the ceiling with the black weight, leaving a black mark. So that's why it's not like just weird sporadic mold on the ceiling. Um, yeah, quite expensive to be vegan in the States. Our produce is awful. Yeah, so that's another thing, isn't it? Happy 63 free K Cav. Happy holidays to all. Thanks, Nico. Hope you had a good holidays. Um, the headers that shit no matter what you do stage after show. Yeah, Quantum, 100% agree. It actually is the worst stage. I'm gonna get my head shaved really short before I go away. Hey Kennedy, congrats on 60K. Happy New Year. Yeah, I hope you have a good New Year, Kennedy. Hope your holiday's been good. We never did that Mr. Robot thing. I wanted to do it, but I think we're both busy. Hello from Hell World, Texas. Hello, Honorless. I appreciate the long time support. What's the story, Kavernacle? I'm new here. What do you want to know, Republic? Hottie. Yeah, I'm looking ugly as AF right now. I'm just feeling so gross. Like, the thing is, I've been on the Sigma grind really hard. Really hard before Christmas, obviously doing all these videos, and like my exercise regime was really good and I was feeling really good about my body, but then Christmas comes and like, I don't know about you, but I just use, because I'm so disciplined, I literally have like exercise probably like 4 to 6 times a week for like the last maybe like 7 or 8 years. I'm really disciplined. Like, I'll never go like people, I know this is totally fine to do, but people go like, you know, 3 or 4 months like going to the gym or exercising, 6 months, maybe a year. Never ever done that since I've been like 17. So then like with Christmas is like the 1 week I use as an excuse to just eat whatever the fuck I want. And I think I really overdo it all the time, especially with the sugar, like chocolate and like sugary drinks. I overdo so bad during Christmas. Then it ends up just me being bloated a lot, like not getting like really fat, but I just feel really gross. And then I think I'm gonna be even worse this year because because it's New Year's. I'm probably gonna be bad tonight. I'm probably gonna be bad tomorrow. It's my girlfriend's and mine. It's our 9th anniversary on the 2nd, so we're probably gonna go get some food as well. And then I gotta start working again on my channel, and then I gotta get the booster, and I gotta go like do loads of shit before I move to Spain soon. So it's like I'm gonna feel so gross when I get there. Like, I'm gonna have to like hide away for a month working out in my apartment before going to the beach or some shit. I just feel, I don't know. Like, I've talked about my body struggles in that video about like Fat 4 and God of War. I was looking at my pictures of me in Scotland, and I was on a real Sigma grind set working out before I went to Scotland. But I injured I injured here doing bicep curls, so I had to really scale everything back. But yeah, I was like, oh shit, like I look really good in the summer. First time catching a live stream. Hope everyone has a nice MIE. Thank you. Water's hydrating. Sorry, just taking more of the chat. Tim, I talked about veganism a bit. Not loads though. Can you please unban me from your Discord? Chestburster, what did you do? I think is the important part. Why are you banned? The Tomorrow War sucked. Yeah, it looked like crap. Yeah, didn't reach 65. But I don't care. My goal for 2021 was 50k, so I'm 13 point something over there. Happy New Year from Chicago. Thanks so much, Republic Productions. Kennedy, we just haven't been streaming because Omni has been working for a caterer through the holiday season. We've been super busy. We still do a story about streams. Yeah, we got to do it one day. Super got to do it. I just need to talk about that show a lot, but then I need to watch it again because we were meant to do it ages ago, and I was going to watch it again, but I need to watch it again before. Happy New Year for Indonesia, Winter Women. You look like Chris Pratt. I have fucking, I said this in another video. I do not see how I look like Chris Pratt, but people tell me this, not loads of people tell me this, I'm out in the street and they tell me, but people tell me enough that it's concerning. I really do not look like him. I would only say Chris Pratt has small eyes, I have small eyes, and I have a beard. I'm, the thing is, my girlfriend's dad said that to me, 8 years ago or something. I was like, I really do not see that. This is before I had a quite large beard. I personally don't see it. I mean, he's not a bad looking dude or anything, but I personally don't see how we look the same. 8 years of consistency on the gym. Yeah, I've just always been really active. I played football all the time since I was 5 years old. I still play football. I just been really disciplined, and it's helped. But obviously a lot of those years, so 4 of them were over 4 years at university, a year looking for a job. So that's 5 years where I can have my own schedule. 1 year working full time, but then I was still pretty disciplined, and then 1 year doing YouTube full time. So I really have no excuses. Most of those years are my not my free time, but I have my own schedule, so I really don't have an excuse. Yeah, white vegans ain't doing enough, but policing BIPOC who don't have enough money to go vegan in their communities. Yeah, Soul Bunny, there definitely is an element of classism. That's why I said my solution would be you've got to incentivize companies to make cheap non-animal product alternatives, because at the moment it's just not affordable. I go to the shops, the vegan stuff is too expensive, and the quantity you're buying for that expense is not enough. Where the meat stuff is always cheaper. I mean, I don't eat loads of meat. But I do, and I don't eat red meat a lot as well. I barely ever eat red meat. I mostly just eat chicken. I want to move to Spain. Donkey Kong, come join me. Trey, thanks so much for $5. Really, really appreciate it. Just got COVID. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I've somehow managed to avoid it, unless I got it in the first couple of weeks when I was working up London still. Watching the backlog of your content. I'm boosted, so it feels more like a mild hangover. Thanks for all the great content. Yeah, I'm going to get my booster next week. Trey, thanks so much for the donation, and I appreciate you watching my content. I guess a follow-up question, what has been the best video you've watched? Those are nice glasses. Yeah, I used to have really, really ugly ones. These ones are a bit nicer, but I want the John Lennon ones a bit more. But these ones are good because I have not a massive head, but do you ever buy glasses off the internet and they just go like that? These are good because, oh, I dropped them. These are good because they're pretty flexible. They adapt to your head, which is nice. I don't see the resemblance. Yeah, I don't see the resemblance. Yeah, Alien, Chestbuster, what did you do? You're not telling me what you've done. What did I think of 2021? I thought it was pretty good. I mean, for me personally, it's been the best adult year of my life in a long, long time. 2019 was literally one of the worst years of my life, just for health problems, developed really bad neurological problems, trying to get a job and like being rejected so much. But like from really late stage interview process, like having to go through like 3 or 4 interviews and like trial shifts and then not getting stuff multiple times just sucked. I really injured my knee as well, like my knee ligaments, and I just started my full-time job and I absolutely hated my life. Like end of 2019, this time 2 years ago, I fucking hated my life so bad. Like as much as it sucks, I'm sure some people can relate. The pandemic has actually been like has had like a net positive on my life, because I started working from home, which means I grinded out my YouTube more and I made the videos better because I had more time. And then at the end of 2020, because my boss being such a shit, I've made a couple videos on this. I quit my job, not planning to do YouTube full time. And then literally my first video of 2021 blew up, which set me on the path of this whole year. And like this year, like I've just, if people are interested, I've just posted my analytics on Twitter of like my views and subs throughout the year. If you see that, there are a couple months, I think specifically like May and September were like massive grinds because my channel just was not growing that much. The views were fine, but like the channel was just not doing that well. Whereas compared to January and November, December, which has been absolutely mental for the channel. But overall, someone's asked me about 2021. Yeah, it's been very good for me, like personally, and like because there were periods where the pandemic was receding a bit, and like getting the vaccine and everything, it felt okay. Like I think about the summer, you know, I went on a nice summer holiday to Scotland, like drove from England to Scotland with my girlfriend. That was really nice. England did well in the Euros, and that was really cool. And just nice to, you know, be with my friends and watch those games and everything. And then just like grinding YouTube, like it's been a grind, like seriously, like I haven't had much of a break all year. But the thing is, I've been doing YouTube properly for nearly 3 years. And I've been doing it, I used to do it while working full time. So now I'm doing it, obviously doing it more than I used to when I was working full time. It doesn't really feel like a job. Like I will do like 12 hours and then like I'll like stop, play video games like an hour, and I won't feel like, oh damn, like that's burnt me out. Because also you get the personal validation of putting yourself out there on the internet and people watching it and liking what you have to say. So it's like the double-edged sword of, yeah, it makes me money, which is nice as well, so it's my job. But like, even if I didn't make money for it, I'd still do it. I've always said that. Like, I used to, if I could show you guys my analytics, I used to make no money off YouTube. I did YouTube for about three years or 2 years properly, and I made no money basically. I think I made like $400 out of like hundreds of videos. Like I probably make more in one video now than I did like the whole time before. So yeah, for me personally, 2021's been really good. A lot of my health problems I've gotten over, like my knee feels better for the first time in like fucking 2 years. My neurological problems have kind of receded. I still get them sometimes, but I think the lack of stress has been really nice. 2022, like, just because I'm going to be moving around a bit, I'm a bit stressed about that, because ideally, in my ideal world, if, you know, I'm happy enough, you know, we're moving to Spain, me and my girlfriend, I talked about this. I'm happy to do that, and that'll be fine. But then we might go like proper traveling in the second half of the year. So I'm a bit worried about that, just because I don't know how much momentum I'm gonna have, because when you have a lot of momentum like I do now, I would love to get like the whole of January under my belt of just really grinding YouTube still. So I'm hoping where we stay isn't going to be too different. Hoping I can make it look nice, because not saying my set looks great or anything, but I think the consistency of the lighting helps, I guess, the quality and everything. Oh, someone gave me a super chat. Sorry if I butchered this name. Hishek Kalia. Thanks so much for the 200. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna type it in quick. Indian rupee. Oh, okay, nice, from India. Oh, happy. Is it New Year in India already? I don't think I've ever got this. Thanks so much for the 200 rupees. Very, very kind of you. Is there anything you want to say? Because he didn't write a message in the super chat. What was your favourite TV show of the year? Yeah, Ember, I don't know if you saw my roundup. I just said, like, I've been really bad with watching new stuff. I I've been watching Vikings a lot just because I've been playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I've been enjoying that. The Marvel stuff was solid. Like Hawkeye was surprisingly better than some of the other ones, although it did really butcher Kingpin's character. I felt like WandaVision was good. Loki was good. Like surprisingly, liked them quite a bit. Yeah, but I didn't watch many TV shows. Like I'm massive on TV shows. Like I'm always watching TV shows, but I really haven't watched many this year. Annoyingly. I have a list of a bunch of shows. I need to finish The Americans. Need to finish Vikings. Want to watch Mr. Robot again for like the 5th time. Boardwalk Empire. I always wanted to watch again. I haven't watched that in years, but I love that show. I'm someone you probably guys probably can't tell. I'm someone. I wouldn't say I'm closed-minded, but I like what I like, and it's very hard to branch out. Like I'm not. You'll never get me watching like Ted Lasso or some shit like that, despite it being filmed in an area where I grew up. Sanji Boy, thanks so much for the $2. Happy New Year. Yeah, Sanji Boy, thanks for all the support this year, especially in the streams. And I hope you have a good New Year as well. So I'm just taking some more comments. Chestburster, I'm sorry to hear that. My mental health has improved a lot, mainly because my life was felt really shit before the pandemic. Chestbuster, was there something offensive in what you posted though? Oh, Chestbuster, I think I think I banned you because I came on and just saw this massive copy pasta and I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I just think I banned you. I'm not sure if I did though. I might have. Oh, thanks so much. Again, Abhishka, sorry. Abhishek, thanks so much for another super chat. More cash for the type. Happy New Year. Thanks so much. Happy New Year to you as well. Hope you've had a good, I mean, I don't know what religion you are. Obviously, India's an absolutely massive country, but like, if you're celebrating the New Year, I hope it's been a good one. Navaran, thank you so much for the 20 Canadian bucks. Hi from Canada, can't hang, but wanted to give thanks. I was a prison guard and now I work in a street clinic. Oh, awesome. I'd never done it without, I would never done it without your vids, man. You helped me and everyone I was going to hurt. Happy New Year. Seriously, that is a really, really nice comment. I'd be really curious, I hope you haven't gone, I'd be really curious on how I have influenced you to change careers, but that's really, really cool. If I have influenced you to change from being a prison guard to working in a street clinic. I don't know what video that would have been or what videos that would have been. Can we not, let's not talk about Spider-Man in the chat, please, spoilers. I haven't also seen it, but I know a lot of people haven't seen it. Brazen saying, I found a decent job that lets you work from home, being able to hit the gym more, do YouTube more, and combined with law changes, it's helped me beat possession charges for weed. Awesome, Brazen, that sounds like you've had a very good time. I mean, like, obviously, it's an awful time for so many people. It's like really exacerbated, like, the wealth gap in the world, and there's loads and loads of problems. But obviously, a lot of people, I think it's more like a middle class thing. Not necessarily, but I think the work from home thing is obviously more towards, like, middle class career jobs. So yeah, no, I'm super glad. I'm really happy that I've seen so many people doing well with the extra time. Like, obviously, a lot of people at least had a couple months if you weren't working on like a essential job, which, you know, I'm sorry if you did because that sucks. But just like making the most of this stuff, like there's so many new YouTubers, Twitch streamers. I just think it's like overall it's been good for like new content creators, which has made me happy. I've known anyone personally who's like done really well. I mean, just seeing people grow a lot has been nice, I guess. And myself included that. Stop smoking tobacco, but stop swimming. Okay, so like mixed bag, but I'm glad you stopped smoking. Yahweh saying, dealt with toxic family who I no longer talk to. Glad to be over 21 and ready to move on to bigger things. Awesome. Yeah, hopefully if you haven't had a good year, you can just put it behind you and focus on the next year. 2022 is my year. I say the same thing every year, but this time I mean it. What are your goals, Kennedy, for 2022? I got rich as fuck this past 2021. Oh, awesome. I'm guessing you've probably got into like NFTs or crypto or something. So read some more comments. Mary Havo won. I feel horrible. This year was great for me professionally. It's a bit like survivor's guilt. Most people were affected, yet it helped me indirectly. Stay safe, everyone. Yeah, I mean, you just have to take what life throws at you. Like, you can't feel too bad. Like, you know, I feel bad because I know what it was like. Because I was working full time during the initial stages, and part of the reason I quit is because my boss kept fucking us around with the restrictions. Like, we were talking about UK going into lockdown. She's saying everyone has to come in this tiny office, no health protections and everything. And I was like, I'm thinking about that now. That was back in November 2020, and I'm thinking like, I wouldn't have been able to handle the rest of the year. I would have quit at some point, and I'm so glad I quit because some people are like, oh, she might change, blah blah blah, and it might get better. And I was like, nah, she ain't gonna change. I hope neurological problems isn't like seizure. Nah, it's not like seizures. It's more like really weird neurological symptoms and like migraines and stuff. Like right now, I can't really feel my tongue. It's like the loss of sensation in different parts of my body a lot. I just had a really bad like neurological attack like over 2 years ago now, and I've just felt like crap since. But I felt a lot better this year. The only time it came back was 2 months ago. It came back for a bit, and when I was traveling around Scotland, I was very stressed from driving, and it came back for a bit. So Kennedy, I get the reference still. I get the reference. Yeah, James Bond, Republic. I really like James Bond. Obviously, the guy who did it is the guy who did True Detective Season 1 and Maniac on Netflix. It's just a lot more grounded. I really liked it. I really like the action scenes. Kennedy, isn't that on Disney Plus? I've seen it. Although, Kennedy, if I'm honest, I'm not gonna watch that. Is that the Tim Martin one though? Do I have any plans for 100k subs? Well, I don't have any plans, but I do think it's a possibility next year now, because if I grow the same rate I've grown this year, I'll hit 100k. So I'm hoping I don't stagnate. If I just keep up doing what I'm doing, I think it'll be fine. My views have been absolutely mad. Like, my video on NFTs the other day got 30k in one day. Like, that's so crazy for me. I used to be happy if my videos got 1k in one day, or 10k in one day, and now some of them are getting 30k. It's just so mad. And like, I have multiple videos now over 100 and a couple over 200k as well. So yeah, it's been cool. Yeah, embraced Ember. Sorry, try to look at your hole now. Just call you Ember. I wanted to love Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but really yeah, the racism stuff was really disappointing because it's like that character. I forgot his name now. I did talk about this whole show in a video I made about it. Isaiah Bradley, is that his name? He's a really interesting character, but the fact that like the good ending for the Winter Soldier would be Isaiah does not forgive Sam for becoming Captain America. That would be an interesting ending, because it's like, okay, Sam has become Captain America. He's the new like black Captain America that people can look up to, and it's like America is changing, blah blah blah. But then the guy who was like a Captain America in the 50s and experimented on and treated really awfully by his country, he does not accept you. But him accepting Sam doing that, I think undermined the whole like cool aspect of his character in contrast to like Sam. So I feel like its overall message was really undermined by that character arc of him and Isaiah. So I haven't seen Shang-Chi. Okay, every time I made a move healthier, my Chad friend said I was mental. You helped me stay firm in my beliefs, and everyone around me was gaslighting me. That's so awesome. I'm glad you're able to like, you know, do it on your own, because it sucks when you're in that environment where people aren't supportive or just have really awful beliefs as well. I was able to get out my 1.2k dollar per month university housing lease, so that was pretty fun. Oh, awesome. Call me Abby. Okay, cool, Abby. The left-right dichotomy is not straightforward in India, but you've always given me nice leftist talking points. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, India's really interesting to me. Obviously you've got like a big communist party, but obviously Modi is just like a fucking fascist, so the BJP. No Time to Die was pretty good though. My favorite Dune was probably my favorite movie of the year. Although I'm not saying like I really love it and it's the best movie ever. The best movie I saw this year. I've seen a lot of good movies this year. I just haven't the new ones. I haven't seen. Like I saw Dazed and Confused for the first time. Matthew McConaughey's first film. I saw American Graffiti, George Lucas's first film. No, I watched a lot of films with my girlfriend. I'm trying to think of other ones a lot. I just watched a lot. Nothing that's like has gone into my top 5 or anything, but like some solid ones. No crypto NFT. Oh, you boycott NFT. Okay, how did you get rich then? Father or Father Azari, Happy New Year, Cav. I'm happy for you getting 60k. I want to personally thank you for de-radicalizing me for being an anti-SOW. Thanks so much for your really nice comment. What videos did you first watch? Also, I think that's probably like the one tangible thing my channel does is that you're not the first person who said that to me. So I'm happy. I'm doing some good work, I guess. Also, how old are you? That's always interested me. Because a lot of people say they're younger. So Kennedy's saying, my most basic goals are to work out more, read more, spend more time outside. I feel all of them, Kennedy. Dressing like I'm 26 instead of wearing leggings all the time. I disagree with that one, Kennedy. Dress however the fuck you want. I was actually thinking about this the other day, and I was thinking about how I dress, and I was like, I dress quite similar to how I've always dressed. Is there a time when you've got to dress like a grown up? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna dress how I fucking want for my whole life, which is pretty basic, but like you know. Oh, Nerevan, thanks so much for saying that. The pop culture self helped keep my head in real life. Yeah, that's good then. So I'm glad I had an effect. Kavernacle, as one of the most intellectually honest content creators, yeah, I'm confident you will go vegan after a comprehensive discussion. Tim, I don't need the discussion. I'm convinced anyway. I just the economic argument is the one. Not even an economic argument. Economic policies need to make veganism more affordable. That's what my whole point has always been. More affordable and taste better as well, because some vegan chicken and vegan beef often, for some brands, they taste the exact same. And it doesn't taste nice. Also, milk is a big one for me. We can maybe have some sort of market for animal products if it's farmed like sustainably and ethically, like cheese and milk. I think cheese and milk don't have to go, but obviously the milk and cheese industry as a whole is obviously very abusive and exploitative of animals. Saeed, great year for me as I learned a lot of Marxist theory. Awesome. Suicide Squad. I hadn't seen. My girlfriend's dad was telling me to watch that the other day. A Smash Ultimate stream for 100k. I mean, I'll probably do that anyway before 100k. Yeah, Wyvern, I made a video on that like a couple of weeks back. Have you seen it? No, I'm not a 40k fan. You're my new favourite leftist channel. Thank you so much, God of the New World. You're Nelson on Patreon. Okay, thanks so much, man. I really appreciate you telling me all that stuff, and really appreciate your support on Patreon as well. Have a good New Year and the rest of the holidays. Yeah, Soyborn. I liked Hawkeye. It was just fun and entertaining. The first episode was trash though. Like, what was the writing on that first episode? I was like, man, who wrote this? It's so bad. Have I watched Kate yet? I don't know what Kate is. They're not delayed, Chessbuster. I'm just reading all of them, so it just takes a while. Yeah, I'm not going to watch Arcane. I don't take recommendations. What are my channel goals for Abby asking for 2022? I'd say channel goals, hit 100k is like a very vague goal. And I'd be happy enough with that if I hit 100k by the end of 2022. The main reason is because with 100k, why do I sound like Kavos? Because he's my younger brother, that's why. I'm not joking, he actually is my younger brother. With 100k, like, there's not really a big milestone after that for like, you get the 100k plaque, but you don't get like a 200k plaque. So it's like 100k, a million. So I'll be like happy forever if I get 100k. Like I don't even give a shit if I get more than that. If the views are fine. So I want to hit 100k. I'd say ideally, based on my current trajectory, I'd hit 100k before the summer's over. That's my main goal this year. In terms of other stuff, I don't really have like a goals in terms of content. It's hard enough to think of fucking ideas. You know, like I can't. I find it hard to plan stuff in advance because I have to come up with stuff all the time. I'd say if I have to have a goals for content, make some more video essays. I haven't done them in a while, like maybe a year or something. My COD Vanguard one was kind of a video essay, I guess. Cover some more gaming stuff I care about. And one big thing I want to do, I want to collab with people more. That's one thing we think about. And I want to collab with people on my channel because I'm just really bad with technology. Like I don't even know how would I even record us talking. That's like shit. I'm so basic. I don't understand that. Like I'm good at like video editing and thumbnail editing. I'm fucking really bad at like audio and video technology and stuff. Don't Look Up. Yeah, I wanna watch Don't Look Up just so I can hate on it. How do I get a girlfriend? I mean, I don't know your situation, so I probably can't help you with that. Congrats on 60k. Thanks so much, Sydney. Ben, I've completed Ghost of Tsushima. I completed it months ago. But I keep playing Valhalla because it has more content and it just more DLC. I haven't played the Ghost of Tsushima DLC, which I want to, but yeah, I like that game. The combat is way better than Assassin's Creed. I think a lot of the other stuff isn't better though. Love your content, keep it up. Thank you so much, Devilcore. Is there a celebrity, real life famous person you'd like to meet and discuss stuff with? I'd love to meet Pedro Pascal and talk politics with him, and Mark Ruffalo probably, or maybe Susan Sarandon as well. Oliver Stone, who I think honestly, I've seen Oliver Stone go on smaller channels. I think I'm going to get Oliver Stone on my channel. I'd love to talk to Oliver Stone. Mainly because I listened to his autobiography that he released recently as an audiobook. And it was so good. Like, the way, he's obviously insanely talented writer as well as a director, but just the way he wrote his life, and it was just so honest. I just fucking loved it. And although we don't have the same politics, I think he is anti-imperialism enough and leftist adjacent enough that he makes good films and stuff. I'd love to talk to him about politics, but the thing is, he's an old man now, and I've seen him on Joe Rogan, and even with Joe Rogan, he was only on it for like an hour. I know he's gone back on it recently, so I don't know if he would want to talk to me, and I think the problem is I think I could get him on, but I don't think he'd be interested in talking to me. So I would feel like shit, like I'm wasting his time. But absolutely loved his book. I'd seriously recommend it. Just as a guy who's like, his dad was on Eisenhower's staff, like top guy in Eisenhower's staff in World War II. His mum lived in Nazi-occupied Paris. His granddad fought in World War One for France. He did 2 tours of Vietnam after teaching children in South Vietnam. Then he wrote Midnight Express, won an Oscar. Then he made all these like sick movies, and it's like a guy, and like when he talks about meeting all these famous people, like old Hollywood, like Jimmy Stewart, John Wayne, and then like new Hollywood, like Michael Caine, and all these other people like he worked with, and just him talking about like meeting Keanu Reeves as like a really young person because he wanted to cast him in Platoon and stuff, and like making all these films. Like I'd love to talk to him, to be honest. So that's it probably for celebrities I'd like to talk to. Justin Vernon from Bon Iver I'd like to talk to as well. Don't know how open he'd be. In terms of online people, no one would know this person. I'd love to talk to fucking like Kyle Bossman or something, just because he makes me laugh so much. I actually watched his videos before I streamed. Yeah, Kennedy, there's no problem with that. Some of the coat I wore on my birthday, I don't know if anyone saw me with that cake, was a coat I bought in 2011, so happy new year. Thank you, Rebecca, appreciate it. Yeah, Tristan, Ghost is seriously overrated, like one of the most overrated games ever. It is very good though. Not milk. Okay, that sounds interesting. Debate vegan gays. I don't know who that is, and I don't know when I've ever done debates, so. Alex, thanks so much for $2. Is the corn lobby the reason the US is so fat? Can someone explain that to me? Because the only thing I see with the US is that they put so much unnecessary shit. Oh, also Americans. My girlfriend recently went to America. She brought back some chocolate. American chocolate really tastes fucking awful. Like it, and it's not even like it tastes that bad in terms of like when you're eating it. It's the aftertaste, but it's also it tastes so artificial. And it's so disgusting when I was eating a Twix, and a Twix. Actually, I'm gonna go get my Twix. One sec. I didn't finish it. I'll eat it. I'll eat it quick. So I've been eating this. Right, and my girlfriend bought me some Twixes. Twix is quite nice chocolate. I like Twix, but this American one, like, okay, I'm gonna eat it now. I'm gonna try and describe it. All American chocolate has this taste to it, and it tastes all the same, and it's like, I can't even describe it. It's like it's fake, or like packed with sawdust or something. Like, it doesn't taste like UK chocolate. And someone was explaining to me, it's because there's like no regulations, or a lot of regulations in the European Union and UK are missing in the US. So they pump all their food full of sugar and garbage because obviously corporate interests are way more dominant, especially food ones, which are way more prominent in the US because of like the agriculture and like the food industry there. Like I can eat it and it's fine, but there's just something so weird to it. And I'm trying to figure, I had some other chocolate a couple of weeks ago and it was okay, but then it gets, that's where it's so sickly. That's the thing. It's really sickly. Where UK chocolate isn't sickly, generally. Yeah, Kavos is my younger brother. The biggest surprise of the year. Hey, has been binge watching your videos. Great stuff. Keep at it. Thank you for sharing your opinions on media from a leftist perspective. Thank you so much, AS. I'm glad you've been enjoying it. Can people stop talking about whoever the fuck vegan gays is? I don't give a shit. Literally, I've been asked to debate like Destiny and like people like that, and they've called me out. Why the fuck would I debate someone I've never ever heard of, like for no reason? I don't debate, and I've always said if I'm going to do a debate, it's because I've been massively slandered or I'm doing it for clout. If I wanted to do it for clout, I would have debated Destiny like last week when he made a video on me, and one of his mods was asking me to come on. Oh, we actually did collab when I just started. Well, those videos are long gone. Okay, Kennedy, I'll definitely give him a message because I really need some help with that stuff. Am I staying home tonight? Rebecca asked. No. So because me and my girlfriend, like I said, we're moving soon, we don't want to get COVID because then we can't get our flights. But we're meeting with this other couple that we've both been friends with, like, I don't know. She went to school with the girlfriend since they were like 12. I've been really good friends with the boyfriend for ages and her as well. So just go around theirs. I think we're going in like an hour. So I'm probably gonna have to wrap up the stream soon. Yeah, it should be fun. I haven't got much fucking sleep lately. I'm not gonna drink. I'm just gonna drink Monster Energy. I'm just gonna have a Monster meal. But I've been Also, I will say one thing about America. I wrote this on Twitter. I'd love to move to America just for the Monster Energy flavors because my girlfriend brought me like 3 Monsters back. One of them we used to have in the UK. It's the Monster with the tea, but they've rebranded it, so it's like a yellow can now. This was really fucking good. Made me feel a little weird afterwards. I think because of my neurological issues, I think certain caffeine products really fuck with me, and this was definitely one of them, even though I blended it and made like a frap out of it. I would never move to America. Like, never ever. I consider America like the best example of like the end state of capitalism, and that people are being paid $2 an hour, no healthcare, can be fired for whatever reason the employer wants, while climate change ravages the country and the government does nothing. Where even basic shit like universal healthcare, which was passed in the UK in like 1948 or something, are not even considered by any major party. Like, if I was American, I'd be looking to move. I'd definitely be going for my Irish citizenship. I'm getting an Irish passport soon anyway. Yeah, I'd collab with Hassan. Not that he'd ever fucking ask me to. Although Ethan Klein did follow me on Twitter this year, so. Kennedy, I've already collabed with Bad Practice, and I want to do it again, so. Ben, my media takes are always really good. Here's one thing I will say. Americans, especially, but obviously because I spoke to so many of you this year, get very, very defensive when I criticize like popular things. It's actually funny. Like, that's why I bait people all the time. Saying like Game of Thrones is shit. I know people will have such a reaction to that. I know people admit that the last 2 seasons are crap. But it's like I was talking about Marvel movies, like I was talking about Tom Holland's comments on Martin Scorsese, and I'm obviously like siding with like Ridley Scott and Martin Scorsese against him, but people just can't handle that. It's just like really bizarre. When I criticize Dark Souls games, people get really butthurt. I don't like them personally. I can appreciate, like, I like Dark Souls 2 enough. Elden Ring or Elden Cringe literally is using animations from Dark Souls 1. Like, Ubisoft gets a lot of shit for its games and copy paste crap. Like, Dark Souls literally does the same shit. I mean, obviously some people have like I've done a mini raid in the chat asking me to debate some fucking vegan YouTuber apparently. Someone I've never fucking heard of. No, I don't really give a shit. And honestly, I don't care enough about veganism to debate it. Go ask Vosh to debate it or something, or Dylan Burns or something. I haven't watched Mrs. England. People do fucking love it though. Dark chocolate, no. Dark chocolate orange is good. Opinions on sex. Opinions on sex. I don't know. It's good. What do you want me to say? It's rancid milk. Maybe. American chocolate isn't chocolate. It's chocolate candy. Yeah, that's why it tastes weird. Oh, okay. The corn lobby pays for all our food to have high fructose corn syrup. All right. Mukbang Kavernacle. Yeah, American plastic. That's a penguin. That's a good description as well. Yeah, apparently American bread tastes like cake and is really sugary. I've been seeing rebuttals to your vids. You're getting under people's skins. Yeah, like, to be honest, it's not something new because a lot of people used to make videos on me anyway, even when I was a small channel. But yeah, people are making videos on me now. And honestly, I don't watch them. I don't give a shit. I've always said, like, this is how I view YouTube. I just say what I think, and I put it out there. You can take it or leave it. I don't care. Like, if people are like, oh, did you see Destiny made a video on you and he criticized you? And what have you got to say about that? I'm like, are you going to respond? It's like, no. I've spoke about the debate ecosystem. I don't give a shit. Like, Destiny can have his opinion on whatever. I don't care. Like, Dylan Burns asked me to come on his stream as well and debate him about something because I criticized him for like his Taiwan takes and shit like that. I don't care. Like, I'm not playing into your game where you just want to have me on for content. Like, that's what these people want. They don't give a shit about this stuff anymore. They just want people on for content. It's not about debating issues. It's like, did you see Dylan Burns versus the Kavernacle? And the Kavernacle said this, he's such a tanky, or some shit like that. Or like, oh, Destiny owned the Kavernacle, or Kavernacle owned Destiny. I don't give a shit about that stuff. I don't want to have these aggressive conversations. People call me a coward for that stuff, but they don't think. I just don't care. Like, I don't care what Destiny thinks of me. I don't care what Dylan Burns says about me. I really don't like want to debate them unless someone has like really, really like taken a video, completely mischaracterized and slandered me. Like, for example, if like Hassan like watched me on stream and like, I don't know, made me look really weird and like completely mischaracterized me, then I would feel like quite passionate. Like I have to, I want to talk to this guy to like clear myself, like clear my name of whatever. That is very rare, and I don't think that would ever happen from someone on the left side that people would take seriously, so it's a non-issue. I can imagine right-wingers doing that, but then I don't care what right-wingers think. So if right-wingers all think I'm a certain thing, which they often do, I don't give a shit. But yeah, people don't understand that maybe I just don't want to like play into this culture of never-ending debates, and I don't want to give these people content because I don't view them as anything more than like reaction channels and drama whores, because that's in essence what they are. They don't care about this stuff. They will debate fucking anything for hours with loads of people, and it's not because they're trying to make any social change. Not that they have to do that, but then why should I care about that stuff? I don't care about it. So that's my opinions on debates broadly. I don't mind having conversations with people I disagree with. That's all well and good. Being called out and being asked to debate someone in like an aggressive, hostile way, I don't want to do that. Opinions on Bad Empanada. He makes good videos. He is pretty unhinged on Twitter. That's because he gets fucking banned all the time. Cornish independence is cool, but I don't know about the movement specifically. Like, is it actually very popular still? Happy New Year's, Mr. Bearded Chocolate Orange Collector Socialist. Thanks so much, Caligo. Yeah, Winter. Scotland landscape is so fucking amazing. It reminds me of Northern American a lot and Canadian. Like really, really mountainous. Really, really nice forest. Northern England is really nice as well. I need to post the video I made, or my girlfriend made, of us driving through there, but it was really, really nice. Katie. I only like the Bon Iver songs on both of them, and I'd say they're tied. I like them a lot. Scotland is okay in the summer for the temperature. Soyborn, that's funny. Easy with the calf, Cav. Even a Sigma shouldn't overdose on that stuff. Yeah, but Soyborn, you know, as a Sigma male, you've got to really, really push it, like with the caffeine. You've got to be nearly overdosing on caffeine if you're gonna like really apply to this grind set. Katie, thanks so much for $20. Really, really nice of you. I super appreciate that. Debate Kennedy on Taylor Swift, you coward. Also, Happy New Year, King. Yeah, I hope your holidays have been good, Katie. I hope you have a good New Year's as well. Debate Kennedy. I mean, what would we debate? You and Kennedy like Taylor Swift. I don't really like her. I like a couple songs. So, debating someone based on subs is not really a good approach. I mean, I never said I debated based on subs. I went on a Twitch stream the other day that had like, I don't know, like 20 followers or something. I've gone on loads of channels and streams that have no followings. Basically, I don't discriminate based on like social media clout. I just don't want to debate random ass people for no reason. I don't want to debate anyone. As an American, I'd like to endorse everything you just said. I think that's about America being the end state of capitalism or something. No, I'm not collaborating. Who the fuck is Vegan Gays? Vegan Gays followers, get out of the chat. I've never heard of this person, and now I've never heard like basically seems like the most popular person ever. I want to get out of here. Hello, Oat Cookie. Yeah, Tristan, I hope you get out. Nothing but Chicago love. What's the special thing about Chicago, love? Yeah, radical caffeine. I'd say like even listening to Hila Klein talk about Israel, it doesn't. It's like just someone who grew up there and doesn't really like. It's just like indoctrinated as much as anyone who grows up in like these countries. She doesn't seem like have a very like. She doesn't seem very opinionated on it. I'd say liberal Zionist, but he did like share some stuff, just like saying about how racist Netanyahu was and how unacceptable the Palestinian stuff was this year. So I don't know. He'll get there, I think. I'm from California, so I have it all here. Yeah, California. Like, what state's on fire at the moment? Hi, Gia, by the way. Where in the UK am I from? I'm from London. Um, oh, sorry. Main channel is good. Stream channel is good. I don't watch the stream channel. Yeah, debate anything. Well, they have one producer. They have been debating that recently. Whoever is like, I know you lot, you sad vegans are all in like I'm not talking about vegans in general. I'm talking about what these vegan people who seem to like maybe on Discord together being like, oh, Kavernacle's streaming. Let's all go into his comment section. I don't give a shit, and I'm not talking to any of you on a stream or anything. Yeah, debate bros create a bloodthirsty audience. Debates are boring and dumb. I don't think they're like necessarily the worst thing, but it's when leftists are just debating each other all the time. I don't know. So I'm reading some more stuff. I've missed a bunch. All chocolate is bad. I would disagree with that. You hit the nail on the head, Cav. I'm talking about the debate thing. What's a Taylor Swift? Kennedy and Katie just love Taylor Swift, and they're pressuring me to like Taylor Swift more. Debating is a sport in US college uni. Yeah, I guess it's not as there are debate clubs and shit, but maybe not as big a thing. So I'm just reading more shit. Yeah, I don't. Destiny's definitely not a leftist. So I'm reading some more stuff. Kennedy, you're never gonna get me to listen to more Taylor Swift, unless she collabs more with Justin Vernon. So I only listen to the 3 Taylor Swift songs. It's the collab she done with him and the 2 collabs he's done with her. Yeah, it's being raided by a vegan channel. I mean, a very, very minor raid. It's about 3 people, I think. Paulie Wooly, I don't give a shit who they are. As a vegan, I fully endorse Cav, not debate. Thank you, Dennis. It's strange that I've heard of the Kavernacle before I've heard of Cabos. Well, because like, obviously we're related. His channel's older, and he's way bigger. Like he's got like 1.2 million. I've only got 60k subs, so. Vegans are the reason I quit veganism. No. I've just been reading them all, so it just takes ages. What's the time? All right, come on. Trey, I endorse that Sigma grind set for sure. So I don't know. It's all come down. I've missed a bunch. Have a conversation with Kennedy. I don't know what we talk about though. Alright, so read some more stuff. I want to run away and live in the rainforest. I mean, I wouldn't live in the rainforest. Maybe like the actual forest. Rainforest is too hot. And too wet. Colorado. Okay, that is on fire. Okay, Chicago. Awesome. Yeah, most of my followers are from America. Yeah, the snowstorm might put out the firestorm. Um, 8 vegans love me meat. Simple as. Yeah, proper British way of describing it. Lobby him to be pro Taylor. Oh yeah, shit, Katie. Always super chats should have made me like listen to Taylor Swift more. I'm eating Dunkin' Donuts right now. Fabian, I had a Dunkin' Donuts coffee for the first time. My girlfriend bought me one back. It was pretty nice actually. Whenever you wear, yeah, whenever I'm wearing my Red Bull Salzburg shirt, is when the super hot fire comes out my mouth. What are my goals for the channel in 2022? Hit 100k. Really vague goal. Ideally, hit 100k in the next 8 months. And grow the Patreon so I don't have to rely so much on the ad revenue for income. That'd be nice. More gaming streams with the subs and patrons would be fun, and collabing with more people. And hopefully talking to people who I actually like want to talk to and respect. That would be really cool. I'm not even gonna say it's in my head because I don't want to. I don't want to disappoint myself. I have a sneaking suspicion Ben Shapiro got destroyed in the debate cover uni. That's what compelled him to go back. Yeah, it is really weird. All his targets seem to be fucking just 18-year-olds. Australian follower here. So New Year, Happy New Year, Australia. Is it Australian New Year yet? I think it might be. Watch football. Yeah, Abby, I'm Brentford season ticket holder. So I went to the City Brentford game the other day. Pretty annoying. City were dominant, but Brentford were okay. My family support United, but Brentford's just like one of the few local teams. So it was the cheapest ticket. That's why we used to go. But then obviously I support them a lot now. Chelsea, nah. No thanks, Chelsea. Owned by like the biggest developer of illegal Israeli settlements. And obviously they're just a really racist club. But obviously, yeah, good football team, of course. Gio, thanks so much for the $10. Really appreciate that. So, you're saying more collaborations with people. You're very likable. Oh, thanks so much. It'll be fun seeing you have a conversation with others, not just talking to the camera. Gio, I really appreciate that. That's really nice of you to say. And thanks so much for the donation. Yeah, there's a couple people I want to collab with. I've said to like, because I watch their stream, ABC3. I wouldn't. I'd like to talk to on their stream and my stream because we're on the Humanists together. But just because I've said to them before, we should. Someone called Hendo, who's like a Twitch streamer but also a cosplayer. I've said before to them and their streamer I've been watching that we should collab sometime. Other than that, I haven't really got any major ideas. Like I said, I always am open to collabing with anyone. I'm more inclined to go for like really small channels. But yeah, some people I actually watch as well would be nice. My hope for 2021 is that I become a leftist. Okay. What am I now then? Abby, thanks so much for another super chat. Super chat. Yeah, actually that is one big thing. So I am trying to release merch next year. So if you guys remember, I wear their hoodie still. I partnered with a worker co-op in America called Ethic Attire. So me and the people involved as worker co-op, so there's obviously equal ownership. We're talking about, I've asked them if they'd want to do some merch with me. So hopefully it won't be too expensive, but you won't feel bad because it's made by a worker co-op in America. So that's what I want to do. Rather than pay one of these shitty companies where everything is like made with really exploitative labor, hopefully using a worker co-op will make you want to support it more. And hopefully it looks nice. I really like their hoodies. I always wear them. You guys might notice, if you can follow me on Instagram, I still wear the hoodies all the time. They only sponsored me for one video, and I still wear the hoodies. So I want to make merch of them, mainly hoodies, maybe some hats as well, because I wear hats a lot as well. So, yeah, yeah, Blackberry. I don't. The thing is, I've got this far without really ever collabing with anyone, and when I have collabed with people, it's not really been beneficial to my channel. Like, I think I can count on one hand the amount of collabs I've done with bigger channels. I went on the Surfs live stream, but this was like 2 years ago. I've been on the Humanist twice, but not that the video's got that many views. Even though, like, you know, Mike is so cool, and I'm really grateful he had me on. But yeah, I've got the thing is that's why I like my channel a lot is that I've done it all on my own, and that I'm not associated with people. Like a lot of these debate bros are only big because they are friends with other debate bros. Like I'm thinking of people I've seen like get a bit bigger this year. Like there's a guy called like Dr. Heem or something, and he's only big because he's like friends with Vosh and Dylan Burns and shit like that. So I'm proud of myself that I've gotten to this size without ever doing that. And there's nothing wrong with doing that, but I'm just happy I'm not associated with anyone like that, because I'd hate to be really like joint at the hip like all these debate bros are, all in this little bubble, these little friendship groups. I don't want to be involved with them like that. I don't want to be involved with anyone other creator like that, because at the end of the day, you know, it's my own channel. I don't want it to be associated with anyone else. Gargamel Gold, thanks so much for the $10. Really appreciate that. You should watch Texas is Continuing, Indigenous Erasure, Bracken versus Halland by YouTuber Alia Kai. It made me aware of an issue that's going on in my country that I wasn't even aware of. Okay, is it a YouTube documentary? Do you want to describe it a bit more for everyone else? I'll read out your description. T-shirts, yeah, maybe T-shirts. I'll see. I prefer hoodies, but maybe like a couple things. Yeah, so Joker's saying this is for all the vegans in the chat that are harassing me to like debate them or something. So many vegans try to argue their way into a debate with you, and it's like when you have zero tact, and how do you expect people to want to engage with you? Yeah, exactly. Like, if you guys just like brigade my chat demanding a debate, why the fuck do you think I'd come on your channel? Like, not even trying to reach out in a nice way, just like literally spamming the chat, trying to get me on some random ass YouTube I've never heard of. Can the vegans in the chat shut the hell up? Destiny and Vosh Orbiters, yeah, exactly. Put your sports glasses on, please. I'm wearing them now. Yeah, no way. I was just saying that before. Like, did you see Destiny responded to one of my videos? I mean, he responded to my videos about the cracker stuff, and then I unironically start saying the N-word on Twitter. That's like liberals for you. 2021 was shit. I like 2021, but like, yeah, it was a bad year for the world. Yeah, Joe Rogan's become insane. All right, just take a couple of comments. It's a YouTube video. Okay, awesome. I need to check it out. Yeah, indigenous stuff in the US, like, it's just so acceptable how awfully they're treated. I've been talking about this lately just because we talk about like who's the worst. Like I've been talking about like in terms of people saying they pick the US as like the dominant power over Russia and China. And I was talking about like why does the US have the moral high ground? Because that's the status quo at the moment. And just talking about stuff with the indigenous population still. That stuff is so fucked up. So thanks for sharing that. I do need to remind myself to watch that. Obviously I'm probably gonna forget because I'm busy the next couple of days, but yeah, thanks for highlighting that. 2022 will be a pain. I don't think it will be a good year. I think it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. His Twitter is like omni-liberal or something. Abby, thanks so much for another super chat. Really appreciate it. New year here. Okay, got to go. Thanks so much, Abby. Appreciate it. Appreciate the conversation, all your super chats. Really nice of you. thought Destiny Sheep said Destiny only used it in private. Yeah, he pretends it's not him or something. Anyway, yeah, like, people making videos of me, you can do whatever the hell you want. Like, Destiny, like, it got loads of views, but it's not just me. He made it on the surfs as well. And that's why I just don't like debating shit. Like, it's like this ecosystem, right? So, okay, I make a video. The thing is, I barely even talked about Destiny in that video. I literally mentioned him to tell people the drama. Like, I was like, oh, here is Destiny saying this stuff. And then the video isn't about Destiny. It's about the whole issue, right? And then he makes that video talking about me. I haven't watched it, by the way. I'm not going to watch it. And then what? So I make a response video. And then what? He responds to that. And then we have a debate. And there's a video on each channel about the debate, right? And it's just this content ecosystem. People must see, like, what's going on with this stuff. It's not... These people, a lot of the time, get on well enough behind the scenes. Like, Vosh and Destiny didn't always used to hate each other. You know, Hunter Avalone and Vosh and other people, they often debate stuff, but they don't hate each other. But it's just a content... I wouldn't call it a grift, but it's a content ecosystem where... Are these... Like, think about it. Are these people who are debate bros... Are they actually... Do people actually look up to them for their takes on issues, or do they just look to them for a content machine, which is all well and good, but they like to think people really care about their opinions on everything, where the most part, most of their content, and I guess Vosh doesn't even really fall into this anymore because he rarely even debates people these days, but a lot of... I'm talking more like the Twitch ecosystem with like more minor players. It's just like... These people watch you because you're entertaining in terms of you're debating people. Maybe like, did you see blah, blah, blah? Did you see this debate? Did you see this debate? It's even like that Mr. Girl person. I don't know if you guys have seen this. The only reason I've been paying attention to that stuff is because I was actually talking to my brother the other day. I was like, talking about Mr. Girl. I was like, I cannot believe this guy who made the Cuties review, really, really crazy Cuties review. And then he comes back to YouTube, and I'm not going to even say the video titles, but he doubles down so hard on what made him controversial, and he's in my opinion, he's trolling so hard. And then I see these guys like platform him and debate him to talk about the stuff Mr. Girl is known for talking about, and it's like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? And it's just obviously because it's, at the end of the day, it's entertainment. Do you need to have a conversation with Mr. Girl about these issues? You really don't need to. He had like 10k subs before they all were platforming him. Not that I'm saying they can't do this, but it's like, at the end of the day, it's just for entertainment. It's not. I don't think a lot of this stuff, like there is that, like, the thing is, I've said in the video before, old school like Destiny and Vosh has value because they would debate people very different from them, and they would debate people like actual people on the alt-right or like Sargon of Akkad, people like that. And I feel like that is helpful in getting people in the other's audience over to your side more. But then it's morphed into something different where it's just like people in the left adjacent spaces just going after each other and creating this really, really toxic community, which, like, you know, Destiny and Vosh are like adjacent to, but I don't think they're like the main people in it anymore. Happy New Year, Chandler. I hope you have a good one. Or Chandler for American. What is that shit on my roof? Yeah, I've explained it before. Basically, I have weight plates and I lift them over my head for exercise. I don't do it so much anymore because of this. My roof is really small, or my ceiling is really small, so I kept bashing it off. It's like, it's literally really concentrated to there because the mirror is like there. Oh, 50 bucks, that Tico guy. That's so kind of you. Have you heard of this YouTuber called Moon? His content seems non-political at first, but closer he's very right-wing. Tico guy, that is way too nice of you. And I also don't think I've ever seen you in the chat before or much. So I don't know why you gave me that, but very, very kind of you. I can't believe you did that. Moon, I want it now. What Breaking Bad teaches us about politics, how 4chan changed society, why men love American Psycho, TikTok is worse than you thought, the evil economics of OnlyFans. Okay, China's plan for world domination. I think that exposes him as someone who's like a massive right-winger. But thanks for highlighting this. I might take a look at it. What, is he just like come out of nowhere? Like, can you, Tico, has this guy deleted a bunch of content or has he just come out of nowhere literally in the last year, making about like 15 videos that have all done really well? But again, thanks so much for the super chat. It's so nice of you. Am I going to collab more with Cirrus? Probably not at the moment. I like Cirrus a lot. We don't really stay in contact or anything though. I did really like collabing with them. Kennedy, I'm letting the vegans spam just to waste their time. Oh, it's Mexican pesos. Okay. Thanks so much for the Mexican pesos anyway. Why aren't you vegan? Blah blah blah. Vegan. Keep sending it in the chat. I'm not taking your argument seriously. Really like your stuff, man. Keep it up. Thanks so much, Gorlax, for the $5. Really nice of you. Glad you've been enjoying it. Oh, thanks so much, Abby. Came out to say that my girlfriend wanted to thank you for your content as well. Abby, I really appreciate that. I hope you have a really good new year. Meology is cringe. Yeah, the thing is, I'm very hesitant often to make videos where I have to just like take people's content and put it into my own video, because I've had such an awful experience of being copyright striked so much. And if you don't know, if you get copyright striked 3 times, you lose your channel. So I'm very hesitant. Like, I used to not care, and I do like a deep dive into people's content, but now I do care because I just don't lose my channel. I should probably get going now because I'm thinking I've literally got to leave in 20 minutes and I'm not actually dressed properly. One more. Game Gargamel Gold. If there was a Fallout London, what would be the equivalent of Liberty Prime if it was just as over the top? All right, someone else to give me one as well. Mary Havo, one, thanks for your videos. Have a good one. I'm all alone today, and it's the best night. Everyone have the best New Year. See you for now. Thanks so much, Mary. I really hope you have a good New Year's Eve. Thanks so much for the €5, I believe. Sorry, I'm not so bad. Liberty Prime in the UK, I honestly don't know, because anti-communism hasn't been as rabid. It'd probably just be someone like elitist posh boy from Oxford or something, like a massive like aristocrat or something. Anyway, yeah, I think I'll leave it there. Vegans, stay mad. Like, you're really pushing the chat away from what you want us to believe. I am not debating random vegans. I don't give a shit that much about veganism. I mean, I have a political position on it, but again, my channel isn't called The Vegan-Nacle. It's called, well, it used to be about religion. It's not anymore. But anyway, yeah. Thank you so much for super chats, everyone. Really nice talking with you all. Thanks so much for all the support in 2021. It's been so good. And I'm just really, you know, I used to really hate getting older, but I'm hyped to get older just because I can keep like grinding this channel and growing and everything. So that should be like really fun for the next year. And like I said, my goal is to hopefully hit 100k by September, I'd say. Let's see if that takes longer. Hopefully it takes quicker, but who knows. Anyway, yeah, you guys know if you ever want to talk, Discord or Instagram, apart from you vegans, I'll just probably block you. And then, yeah, just follow me on everything. And thanks so much to all the patrons. If you don't want to be caught out, remember patron payday is the 1st of every month. So if you don't have like money to spare this month, please like delay your payment or something, because I know it's like the holidays and everything and you might have forgotten. And it's obviously automatic. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys, and hopefully I'll put this up on the stream archives channel, the 2nd channel, but who knows. Anyway, everyone have a good New Year's Eve, whatever you do. If you're just on your own, please eat something nice and play video games. Anyway, see you guys later.